guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am so excited right now because Bonnie Holeen is back on my channel. Guys, it's been 3 years since we filmed together. Bonnie and I have become such good friends since. I mean, we're already like good friends 3 years ago, but now it's completely different. And so we're so excited to be filming together again today. You wanna?
Hi!
Yeah.
Say something. Well, once I start, I mean, you know, when we first did our video together, we liked each other.
Mm-hmm.
We love each other now.
We do.
It's a whole thing. So
Yes.
I am thrilled to be here.
As we were planning this video, we really wanted to do a giveaway for you guys because something that I love about you and I feel like out of everybody that I know in my friend group and my family, out of everyone, Bonnie loves beauty as much as I do. And so like, of course we bond in other ways, like in our lives, but beauty is like something that we have a common ground on, and we love the same products. So we thought it'd be so fun to do like a favorites, like give away our favorite products. So you guys, I think we did something really amazing.
Oh,
Excuse
it's a
me,
good one.
Assistant, can you bring things over? We hand-picked every single one of these products because we just went through everything that we always talk about and share together and pack on vacation together. And so, all right, thank you, Assistant Tylen. My husband's behind the camera. And actually, Bonnie's husband, Joel, is behind the other camera.
He is.
Love that. We love our husbands that help us with these beauty videos. The first item that we knew we wanted to use, like this is literally what we were like, yes, we need to put this in, the Bite Beauty Upswing Mascara. We are both so picky with mascaras, and this works for both of us.
I didn't know if we were going to open these, but I just feel like we should.
Okay, guys, Patrick Ta's probably one of our favorite brands, right? Like, we both pack it on vacation.
I needed a cream blush, and I was like, Allie, I need a cream blush. And that was the first one she showed me.
Divine.
Sold.
So, of course, we had to throw in this holiday palette, which has a powder and a cream in 3 different shades. So you get 6 products in here.
This
It's
is a good one.
so beautiful.
Oh, it's a good one.
As he's handing me these products, I'm like, this is such a
They're
good giveaway.
good.
So the next product, you guys, is the Dior Backstage Highlighter Quad. This goes with me everywhere. It's just the best.
If I'm traveling and I don't want to pack like eyeshadows, I'll use these as eyeshadows, really?
Yes. And it looks stunning on the face. We'll probably use this today as well,
Okay,
actually.
yep, done. Okay.
Okay, so the next product that we both love is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Original Palette, which it's too hard to open these, so I'm just going to show you my very loved palette. You love this too, right?
Yes, mine looks 500 times worse than that. So good, so easy. I use it all the time.
Yes, that's true. Oh,
Let me
Osea.
take over, please.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is so good. When we were picking these out, the associate at the store was like, oh, I've had my eye on this. Should I get it? And I was like, let me educate you.
Yes.
This is the most glorious body oil you'll ever try.
It's so true.
So good.
It's like a
Smells
spa
good.
in a bottle.
It is. It is.
It's amazing. This is a staple.
Okay, here's where I fell in love with it. We took this on vacation, or no, you introduced it to me while we were on vacation.
I think I did, yes.
And you sent me home with your bag, and I've never looked back since.
Seriously, that's how I was. Like, as soon as I discovered this, it was years ago at this point. How do I say this?
Never not?
I've never not had this in my routine. It's the Frank Body Chocolate Coffee Scrub. Why are you giggling?
Because it's like the most epic episode of QVC.
We're both like, it's good.
We would slay. Oh, there's 2 winners. Did we ever say that?
That's why we're showing two.
Okay, well,
Okay, well, we're showing 2 because there's 2 winners, you guys.
Yes.
The rules will be in the description box. We're getting so thrilled about the products.
I'm gonna choose a winner on my Instagram.
Yes.
And you're gonna choose a winner on your Instagram.
Yes, and we'll show you guys the picture, and we'll go through the rules really quick in a minute. The next thing is the Tangle Teaser.
And it's the pink for me.
It's the
they,
pink.
They come in a few different colors, but this one is my favorite. I borrowed it from Allie one day, and I was like, wait a minute, this is fantastic. And now my daughter and I use it every day.
It's the best. I can't not use this. I feel like I used to use so many other brushes that were supposed to untangle your hair, but this is by far the best one. It
It's
doesn't
good.
tug. It's the just trust us. It's so good. Okay, so in addition to beauty stuff, we're obsessed with lifestyle products, and this is something that like we've draped all across my house, your house, right? Don't you have like dozens of these
Every
blankets?
single room has a Minky blanket in my house.
Guys, we're gonna be giving away 2 Minky blankets. Seriously, this is something that I feel like you don't know you need until you have one.
Exactly. And we specifically chose a nice neutral color so that
Yes.
whoever gets it can decorate their house with it easily.
Perfect for the holidays, for winter. We're thrilled about this one.
We are saving the best for last. In
Yes.
my humble opinion, we are giving away a Bali brand robe.
Which is Bonnie's brand. Guys, she designed this robe. It's amazing. It's so luxurious. I was telling Tylen while we were talking before we pressed record, I literally live in this robe. I live in it. So there will be 2 of these because there's going to be 2 winners. And then, of course, going along the same theme, I am going to also throw in 2 of my full bag collections in pink for you guys, which is my little travel set that I designed. Let me open it.
Isn't that fun that we both have these like beautiful items that we created? I feel like it's
that.
so wonderful.
I know, I love it too. So we were so excited to be able to include these in a giveaway because we genuinely both use both of these. So the rules are going to be really, really quick and easy. We're going to have the giveaway over on Instagram. I'll pop the picture up right here for you so that you can see what picture to look for. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram, follow Bonnie on Instagram, and then like both of our photos and comment. I'll have all these listed in the description box to make it easy for you guys. And then if you want bonus entries, all you have to do is share that Instagram post to your Instagram stories. And since there's 2 winners, I'll be choosing one on my page and Bonnie will be choosing one on her Instagram page.
I feel like I want to tell them about the video.
Tell them!
I was trying to do a green eye the other day.
Okay.
Is this a good intro?
This is good. Yeah. Oh, we're just
moving
jumping
on?
into it.
Okay.
Yes.
I needed help with my green eye the other day because it was getting not cute. And I just knew she would have the answer. So selfishly, I was like, hey, you know that video that we're making on Monday? Will you show me how to do a green eye that's like wearable? You know, because it was getting too smoky and I just wasn't enjoying it. And I knew that you would have some answers for me.
Well, listen, I'll do my best. I feel like I'm someone who's still very much a beginner at a smoky eye, but let's just get into it, you guys. I love getting ready with Bonnie. So we just wanted to basically do what we do off camera all the time and film it for you guys. So we're just gonna be getting ready. Usually what we do, I feel like, is we kind of end up doing a similar vibe with our makeup. We usually coordinate our outfits too. I know that sounds so extra, but we do, especially on vacation. So we decided we're just gonna kind of film, what we would normally do. And I asked you guys on Instagram to ask us questions, so we're gonna kind of get ready and chit chat too. I'm so excited. So we both did our brows off camera. Do you use a primer?
Well, hello. Hi.
You do?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. I feel like I'm good at applying, but sometimes it's hard for me to know what looks good with what. And so that's when I like to just follow Allie. I'm like, you just do your thing. I'm going to follow you. And it's a good thing I've got worked out with her.
Whatever. The thing is, though, I feel like you are so good at makeup, and I still feel like you don't give yourself enough credit because I take inspo from Bonnie every day of my life.
Excuse me?
No, seriously. And when we get ready together, I love watching her. I love seeing what's in her makeup bag. It's just, the feeling is mutual, okay? By far, the most asked question so far is, how did we meet?
Really? Okay.
So I don't think we've ever really shared that story. I don't think, anyway.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
This goes back probably 3.5 or 4 years ago now, right?
Well, that's when we first met.
Yeah. But we knew of each other.
Yeah. Didn't we meet at, what was it called?
CVX. It was like
Was
there was a
it?
Star Wars movie premiere.
Yeah.
That was where we first met. So I was...
Very briefly.
Yes. So we're both YouTubers. Bonnie has a vlog channel. I will have her channel linked down below. And I grew up doing YouTube, and I had just barely started my beauty channel. And so, we live in the same state. At that time, we weren't living near each other. But usually, you kind of are aware of YouTubers that are near you. You know what I mean? You kind of see people tagged in stories. And so I feel like we knew of each other. We had mutual friends.
Yeah.
And I had met your sister and your brother-in-law at CVX before. So we had crossed paths, I think, but not actually met.
Yeah, I think the conversation, like after we had physically run into each other, my brother-in-law was like, "Oh, I know Allie. I know all about her." So then I was like, "Oh, Allie." So that was like the very like brief intro that we had to each other.
Yes. So then I feel like it was almost a year later
Mm-hmm.
where we ended up moving where Bonnie lives. And so I knew where they lived because Jared and Ellie lived here and we had talked before.
Yeah.
So I slid into Bonnie's DMs.
She did.
And I was like, hey, like I know, like we live closer now. Like I'd love to go to dinner with you guys just because I feel like YouTubers get each other.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to find someone that like did the same thing as me. And so it was like a casual, very professional dinner, right?
Oh yes.
At first.
Oh yes. And when I tell you that I was like, I am going to dinner with a beauty gal, I want to know what her makeup looks like up close. So when I was doing my
remember
makeup,
that.
I was like, oh, I've got to like make sure it like looks really good. And at dinner, I was like, she's flawless. She's flawless. It was
You're
so
so
exciting.
sweet. But I feel like the rest is history. Like truly
Mhm.
after that, what I felt like would be like, oh, it would be fun to like meet YouTubers, it turned into the best relationship. And seriously, it's like 3.5, 4 years later now. And we spend so much time together, you guys. Like Bonnie and Joel are the friends that we travel with. We love to go to dinner with. Like it's just the best.
It's
just
love.
It was meant to be, the whole thing. All right, we're gonna start with a transition. I'm gonna take this shade. I don't have the shade names on this. So it's A3. So we're just gonna work this into our transition area. So when it comes to a smoky eye, I was telling Bonnie earlier, I have learned, and again, I'm not an expert, you guys, but I've learned that like keeping it closer to the eye when you start really helps because I feel like we'll get to it, I guess, when we start doing it, but I feel like it's so easy to over blend darker colors and it can start to feel and look really intimidating.
And I like physically seeing how much she uses for a transition because I think when I first started doing makeup and first started watching like beauty people, like I didn't realize when you do your transition, like I always thought it was just a little bit. It surprised me that you'd need a little, what am I saying here? But do you know what I mean? Have you
need a
ever
little
felt that
more
way?
than you think you need?
Yeah, like I guess because it's a transition shade, I thought you don't use as much, but you do pack on the color with the transition color.
Definitely. Back up. Here, I feel like I feel like one of the things that I love about Bonnie too and getting ready with you, we take the same amount of time getting ready, which is very rare to find because
It makes a difference.
Yes.
If
it really
someone was
does.
super fast or someone was super slow, you would get bored or anxious or something. But we're very much on the same page time-wise,
Yes.
and it really does make a difference.
Well, and we enjoy taking our time.
Yes.
Like anytime we go like do weekenders together or like we've gone on trips in the past before and we always are like, hey, are we getting ready together? And we're like, yes. And we're like, okay, dinner's at 6:30. When should we meet up? We're like 3:00.
we're like,
Like,
okay,
great.
what time is the sunset? Because we need a sunset photo, and we work our way backwards, and it's like, we just know.
We just know we need hours. We want to,
do.
because it's like therapeutic for both of us, I feel like, to get ready
yes.
together. Oh, someone said, girl, we need your curly hair routine. Isn't Bonnie's hair phenomenal? Haven't you been on like a curly journey recently? Have you made videos?
Yes, I have an official like curly hair routine I do
Amazing.
on my channel because this is new. I'm like learning to embrace my curls.
Mhm.
That was so sweet.
Well, your hair is amazing. So why don't we link your videos in the description box if you guys
okay.
want to know like her in-depth routine? We'll have that
Yes.
linked for you because
Yes.
I've watched your hair just transform and it looks amazing. I
It has
love
transformed. It really
looks
has.
so good.
Thank you.
We're gonna dip into the matte shade, but I need something like a little bit flat but a little bit fluffy. You got
Got
something
it.
like that?
I've got it.
She's got it. Amazing. So we're gonna dip into the like evergreen shade at the bottom right here in the Jaclyn palette, and I'm gonna dip into it and just tap off the excess. Like this is where a little bit goes a long way. It's better to build up a tiny bit at a time than it is to like go in ham. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start like literally up against the lashes right here and just pat this for a while and flip the brush over until I have like a lot less on the brush.
Okay.
So we're keeping it real tight.
Oh, see,
What?
mine is deeper. Like I did one tap and there's like a lot on there.
No, but you're good. So we're
Okay.
gonna want it smoky. So, but just keep tapping it into the lash line until there's a little bit less. And then once there's a tiny bit less on the brush, that's when I start to buff it a little higher. So
Okay.
we start close and then work our way up. Oh, and I have this right here, my Sigma switch. Love this thing. So if you ever feel like you got too much on, just brush it in here and it will remove the pigment.
So not here. I love that. Okay, no, that's really
There's
great.
those two.
No, that's awesome.
And then I just like to go back in and kind of layer this up, but I don't move this into the crease yet.
Okay.
You
And
know?
now I haven't, right?
No,
Okay.
yours looks great. So we're just gonna keep building this. And this doesn't have to look perfect yet. Like we're just getting the base down. I think I am gonna take what's left on the brush and just drag it in a little bit, just so it's a little lighter. See how it's not too intense? But I'm careful to like not get it too far in the inner corner because I've done that before and I feel like at the end it's just like, oh, it looks a little too muddy.
Okay.
So now we're gonna move into shimmer and we're gonna go right next to that matte shade, this one right here. It's such a pretty color. I always apply my shimmers with my finger. So to start anyway. So I'm just dipping that in like this. And I'm gonna start applying this in the center because again, the shimmer shade is dark and I'm gonna take it really close to the lash line still. Since this is still deep, normally with a shimmer shade, I go all the way in the inner corner immediately, but instead I'm gonna start in the center and then move it in slightly. And we'll brush that out, like we'll blend it with a brush in a second.
Okay.
So it just needs to be focused on more of the center of the lid. This color is so beautiful.
Oh, it really is.
I love it.
And you keep it low on the lid too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just for now, because I feel like it's so much easier to blend up after
Yeah.
than it is to try to take it down again. So now, a good tip that I like to use is to take a clean brush. Go for it. Like, no.
I'm going for it.
Take a clean brush, because I think that's something that I've done in the past is like used my green brush to try to blend. But if you take a clean one, then that will take like what's on your eye already and start to blend it. So I'm gonna start to blend this up a little bit with a clean brush, just into the transition a little bit more. And I always like to add a little bit of color afterwards, but I like to fade this first. Just using kind of circular motions and just blending that into that first shade really lightly.
Okay, I just like naturally, instinctively was just like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. Should I be doing this a little differently?
No, do it however you do it.
Okay.
I usually use like little tiny circles, but I kind of go back and forth actually.
And what I ran into when I was doing this, because this is kind of, I took it up too high to begin with last time. But then when I was blending, it like takes the color off down here. But that's like normal. Is that normal?
Yes,
Okay.
and that's where like, this is where the patience comes in because I do that too. So I blend it and then I add back in. So I love to work in layers. So that's what we're gonna do is kind of like touch up and add more shimmer if we feel like we lost some of it, or add more depth if we feel like we need more of it. I already started on this eye just to show you. I like to add a little bit more depth. So you can do whatever you want if you feel like you need more shimmer, but I took more of that dark green on the brush we were using for it. And I'm just kind of going back over the edge, just in like this V, just to kind of add that back in a little bit more, because when I added the shimmer, it got rid of some of that depth. So I want a little more of that blended into the crease. I'm going back into my clean brush again. And this time I'm kind of feathering it out a little bit more on mine because I want that shape, but I don't want it to be like too intense.
Okay. This is very helpful.
Really?
No, it really
I'm
is.
so
I think
glad.
it's just a good reminder to go in smaller steps. It's like you hear that, but they mean it.
Yes. Nice. Nice. Yours looks so good. No, yours looks great. Oh, I forgot how beautiful the greens are in this palette. So nice.
And it's so fun because this is the palette that we are giving away in the
Yes.
giveaway.
Okay, so now every time I do a darker eye, I normally am not a huge eyeliner person, but I do feel like when I use a deeper color against the lash line, it's really helpful to just bring that definition back. So I'm gonna use a brown liner. You can use a black or a brown. So you've got that one. I've got my dark brown. Either would work, whatever you feel like. And I always start in like the center. This does not have to be perfect. Like it's literally
Yeah.
just to define the lash
Yes.
line again.
Yeah.
So I like to do a thin line. But if people are used to doing a wing, do a wing, whatever you're comfortable with.
And I don't normally wear a ton of eyeliner, but I do know what you mean, just darkening the lash line. It's funny because in my mind, I always think, oh, we do the same thing. We both do YouTube, but it's very different.
It is. It is
like
very different.
you are very good at what you do,
Oh,
and
thanks.
they are so different. But in my mind, I'm always just like, oh, we do the same thing.
I feel like there is so many similarities. But yeah, Bonnie is so, guys, by the way, if you're not subscribed to Bonnie's channel, like, what are you even doing? Because your videos, like, light up my life.
Aww.
They're so amazing. So she just vlogs her family. The way you share your life is so beautiful and so vulnerable. Like, it's amazing. I love it. I'm trying not to cry because 3 years later, this is our relationship. We just cry together. But I'm serious. Like, she's just so special. Just go subscribe. You'll thank me later. But Bonnie, like, shows the raw, vulnerable moments, which takes so much courage, and I just admire that so much about you.
You are very sweet. Thank you.
What you see is what you get. Like, everything about Bonnie in her videos is exactly how she is in real life, and it's just like, it's a gift that you have, that you're able to share so real and raw and openly all the time.
That is so nice of you. Thank you.
I'm serious. I love ya.
I love ya.
It's such a beautiful relationship we have. Are you satisfied so far? We can always add more in a second.
Okay, I feel like I want you to just take a peek
Yeah.
and show if there's anything you would do differently or like anything else that needs like
No,
blended.
truly, it looks really, really good. So I feel like this part is where things start to come together a little bit more. So we'll just take a makeup wipe away any fallout, of course, but then I've actually been doing more of like a straight across more than an upwards. Well, it ends up going up a little bit, but just shape out the edge however you want.
And then do the alley pat.
The pat. That reminds me of a question I just saw. Hold on. Somebody asked, what's the #1 makeup tip you've given each other that you use? Isn't that fun? I love that question.
Let's see. I definitely enjoy patting the line.
Patting the line.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. You have helped me immensely with my under eye.
Really?
Yeah, you did a video that was like how to do under eye like up close, make it look good up close.
Oh, uh-huh.
That was a good video. That was
you.
a good video.
Thank you so much. I feel like what I learned from Bonnie is like, I remember when I first met you and we first started doing our makeup together, the amount of time you spend on complexion and how much you press and blend with your sponge, I was like, whoa, like I need to do that. And so I started, no, I'm dead serious. I started like really pressing my foundation in. And I remember you used to like carry a sponge with you, right?
Yeah, I
To
always
touch up?
do still.
Yeah, so it's like I've learned like the importance of a beauty sponge, I feel like.
Oh, wow.
From Bonnie. And lip colors. She is a master at creating like the most phenomenal lip combos. I can't tell you how many times like we hang out or she's even on her Instagram stories and I'm like, what lip is that? What are you doing? So
no, and we
that's
went
what
to
I've
dinner
learned.
the other day and she was like, what lipstick is that? And we were literally wearing the identical lipstick that night.
We were wearing Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk at the same time and we were both like coveting each other's lipsticks, not realizing we were wearing the same one.
It's
love
funny
that.
because things work well for both of us, but they look so different on each of us.
It's true. Yeah. Okay, so now that the shape on the edges is where I want it, I always do mascara on the top lashes now. So that's where I'm going to go. What do you normally do?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Before I do the complexion, just in case the mascara gives me any fallout.
Yes. So we're going to go into both of our favorite mascaras. This is the Bite Beauty Upswing. Amazing. It holds curl. It gives us both just insane volume. Actually, I think it's
That's what I like the best about it is that because like I don't usually curl my lashes. I don't really notice the curl factor. It does give it an absolute lift and holds it there.
It's so good. And it doesn't smudge or flake. I like how we have the same taste in mascara because people are very like particular with their mascara as they should be. And I feel like Bonnie and I have
The same
thing.
criteria.
Yeah, we're looking for just volume. Give me the beefiest, spideriest lashes, please. But this one is so good. All right, so now we're gonna move into complexion. So I think I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base.
Okay.
What are you using?
It's a Makeup Forever redness corrector.
I have that and I've never tried it.
Okay, I am not a huge fan of primers because they just don't seem to like mix well with my skin and my makeup. And so, but I do have rosacea And so I just have been using this, and I feel like it makes an absolute difference. Like, I kind of pat it in, and it really does help hide the red.
I'm watching it just like neutralize everything.
No, it does.
What? Oh my gosh, because I get redness on my cheeks like crazy. I need to try that. I literally have it, and I haven't used it yet because I've just tried their hydrating one, which I love.
Oh, really?
I haven't used the green one, yeah.
No, like, look at the difference in my, like, chin particularly.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I love that. Well,
Yep.
that's going to be linked down below for you guys. I am obsessed with this eye cream.
Really?
This Bobbi Brown one, yes. For underneath makeup, it's just amazing.
Really?
The Bobbi Brown one, my followers, like, they're the ones who made me, like,
Try
really use this. I had it and I had tried it. Yeah. There was comments that was like, oh my gosh, that's a holy grail. And so I started to, like,
No.
religiously use it, and
Oh.
it's amazing.
Okay, are you also...
oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So the Hollywood Flawless Filter
Yes.
Charlotte Tilbury primer. Oh.
Divine.
And I like to bring it up under my eyes. Do you think that's not a great
No, that's
thing?
Are you kidding? I'm copying that. Oh my gosh. Beauty tip of the day with
Uh.
Bonnie. That's brilliant. Wait, do you put it down your nose too? Where'd you put them?
Yep, just like down my nose, just a little
Doing
bit.
it. I'm doing
Mhm.
it.
And I just like it right up in here because that's like, you know.
I have never in my life, I've seen so many people use this product, and I have never once seen people drag it underneath the eyes to brighten. You've been inspired. This is amazing. Oh, it looks so healthy under the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Why have I never thought to do this?
I
You've
don't
changed my
know.
life again. In more ways than one. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love this question. What are your both favorite fragrances? So what are our favorite fragrances? You go first, because I know
Okay.
you love perfume.
Okay, the two that I love the most. Number one, the Michael Kors with the silver lid.
Ooh.
That one smells good.
Is that
so
what
I'm
you
wearing
wear the
today. Yeah.
That's It smells amazing. I love your signature scent. It's
And
amazing.
then I also wear Daisy. It's the blush one though, not the original Daisy. The
Really?
blush one. Mhm.
That sounds amazing. So are those more like fresh floral? Is that what you would describe your
The Daisy one is, yes.
how would you describe the one you usually wear?
It's like a more masculine, feminine
Okay.
smell. Like it has like a masculine to it, but it's all feminine.
Oh,
If that makes sense,
amazing.
yeah.
Yes. Well, we'll have
I'm
those
he-
linked down below too.
I'm excited to hear which ones you say.
Yeah, I have a really like funky taste in fragrance, I feel like. It all started with Glossier You, which is still phenomenal. It's very much masculine. It has a lot more of that masculine undertone, but I still like it to be fresh.
Yeah.
So Glossier You has been something that I've used for years, but more recently I'm so in love with Dead Cool. Have you heard of this brand? I'll
No.
have to show you in a second. She's like 21 or 22. She's
Okay.
so amazing, and she makes these clean fragrances that are so unique
Mhm.
but very different. It's what I'm wearing today is Dead Cool.
Really?
I'll show you later, yeah.
Okay.
But right now I'm wearing the fragrance Taunt from them a lot.
Wow.
But I also love Milk and Madonna. I mix those.
I need to smell them.
You do.
Okay, I'm gonna put this under my eye. It's
Oh,
the
brilliant.
It's the Becca corrector, like the color.
I'm gonna go grab my color corrector.
Okay.
I'll come back so you can hear me. Bonnie's makeup in real life, like her face makeup, it's divine. It's smooth. It's buttery. It's glowy all night long too. It's just
Well, that is
inspiring.
that is huge coming from Allie. I think that's equally important to both of us. Is
Uh-huh.
like we like to look really good. We love makeup, but it needs to look good like this close.
Yes.
Like you
This
need.
close. Seriously.
Allie, that is so nice. I'm like, okay, do you mean this? Are you just like flattering me?
I would never lie to you.
You are so
I
being
mean it.
so nice.
No,
Thank you.
I'm telling you, you don't give yourself enough credit because you are so good at makeup, and you've always loved makeup, right?
Oh, yes.
I feel like we mentioned that in our video forever ago. You went to beauty school.
Mhm.
You're obsessed with all those things.
Oh yeah, my dream is to be like a beauty YouTuber.
well,
but
why don't you
it
become
just
a permanent addition to my channel?
it just like that's not what my audience was loving. Like they just were like, "Let me see your family." It was like way back when, before like family vlogging was a big thing.
Uh-huh.
You know,
When did you start your channel?
I think 2013.
Oh my gosh, so like you're an OG.
Yeah.
That's amazing. We're gonna move into foundation. You can show
Okay.
what you're gonna use while I find another question.
Okay. I love the Bounce Beauty. It's just so good.
It is good.
It lays so well. And you do not have to use a lot of it. Has a little pump action.
I love the packaging on that.
I know.
I have worn that to like major events back in the day when events were going on.
Yeah.
And it photographs so beautifully and it wears really well all night.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
It's
It
so
doesn't
good.
look cakey, but there's like a good amount of coverage.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Ooh, this one's fun. Best relationship advice.
Hmm.
Because we're both obsessed with our husbands, so this is gonna be fun.
The first thing I'm gonna say is honesty.
Mm.
Even with like friends, your spouse, like
Yeah.
siblings, parents. I think honesty is the biggest thing for me.
Yes.
I appreciate honesty the most.
that. Yes, that's amazing. I love that.
And not just like honesty, but like honesty in your feelings. Like
yeah.
if I couldn't say, Allie, I'm not feeling it tonight, like I can't, like whatever.
Mhm.
If I couldn't say that because if I was too worried about someone, the way they were going to react or something, I don't know. If you can't be honest with someone, even just with the, I can't go out tonight or I don't want to go out tonight or whatever.
Yes. You have taught me that. Like I had never, until I met Bonnie, I had never seen in my personal life somebody that was just so like unapologetic about being honest about your needs. But it has made our relationship so much better because it's just, and it's not a big deal if we're like, oh, I'm tired right now, like I'm not able to, or whatever it is, or actually I don't really want to go there, I'd rather go here. Just like being honest with what you want and what your expectations are for the night or whatever, like you have
Yes.
taught me that that's okay to do, and in fact it's like helpful to do in a relationship to set those expectations instead of just hoping they'll read your mind or understand. Yeah, it's just I've learned that from you. I really admire that about you actually.
Thank you. Oh, you can do it without being selfish too. It's like because at first I think people don't do it because it feels selfish, but it's not, and I think others really appreciate that.
It's true. I feel like I'm always learning in relationships, so sometimes I feel like I'm not qualified for advice.
I know.
But I do feel like I have learned. My husband and I just celebrated our 6-year anniversary. So in 6 years, I've learned to not hang on to things, the little things. Like there's so much that I feel like it's easy to hang on to and bottle up, but just having that communication and learning how to genuinely let go when it's not something that is like life or death, you know what I mean? When it's just something that's pretty casual, to just learn to laugh it off and move on and really let go. Like I'm still practicing this obviously, but it's something that like has really helped me to consciously let myself let go of things. Whether it's things that I do or say or things that my husband does or says, it's been the best to kind of practice that. What?
Yeah, well, I 100% agree with you. And I feel like it's the hardest thing to learn.
It is.
And
And
like
I don't
you
think
said-
I'll ever be perfect at it, but
No, that's what I was going to say. Like you said, we're not perfect at it, but I feel like that makes such a huge difference.
this one's kind of a fun question. One makeup item you wish you had created.
What?
There's always so many.
What is the most? I mean, the Charlotte Tilbury.
That's what I was gonna say.
I
I wish.
Yes, because it's not just like if you wear that by itself, you look so good. And if you have a tan and you rub it on your shoulders or your chest.
Yeah, and it
That's
works
a
on
good
top
one.
of foundation, underneath foundation, mixed into foundation. I literally was gonna say that. That's so funny. We're the same. Oh, by the way, you guys, I used my Bobbi Brown foundation today. I forgot to mention that. So let's do concealer next. Is that where
Okay.
you're headed?
Yeah. Okay, this is one that I've used for a very long time. It's the same brand as the foundation. It's the Beauty Blender Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer.
Amazing.
I just like it because I have a very dry under eye and it creases so easy, and I feel like this is just so good.
Nice. I love that. I'm going to be using my latest obsession, the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. This is something that like I feel like it went viral on TikTok, but I found out about it from a friend of mine and I ran and picked this up and it's just so hydrating, but it also lasts really well and it's like dewy. It's good.
I saw it on TikTok too.
Did you?
And I have it written on my list of things I want to try.
Yeah.
Why did I already doubt myself? I should have tried
Next time, we'll have you on next week. Are you going to cream contour?
it. Yes, always.
Okay, great.
There's 2 products that I really love, and I'll show you what one I'm going to use.
Okay.
I have 2 that I like, and I am dying to know if you've tried this one.
Listen, I have, but only once, and it didn't go well for me.
Really?
So I have to hear how you do it.
Okay.
Because I know we have the same taste in makeup, so I'm curious now.
You're the one that showed me the Bare Minerals one, and it's my all-time favorite.
It's so good.
I usually like to wear this under my foundation, so if I wear this first, then put my foundation on, that's when I use this one.
Okay.
Half the time I forget, so I'm like, all right, next
All right.
up on the list. Well, who is this even by? Do I even
Tarte.
know? Yep, it is Tarte. Yeah, it's the Tarte
Cool.
Cream Bronzer.
Yeah, just cream bronzer.
Okay.
Great. That was easy.
It's the Tarte Cream Bronzer.
Great.
The brush I feel like is a must. I love this
That
brush
brush?
so much.
Iconic. We'll link that down below.
It'll all be there.
That's right.
But I like it because it's easy. Like, I feel like a very beginner could use this.
Okay, so yeah, it's been so long since I've used it. I can't wait to see how it looks on you. And maybe I need to try it again.
I wanted to try it. I have wanted to try it. Is it so good?
Buy it right now. I'm not joking. It
gonna
is
put that away.
so good. And actually, Bonnie and I went to a Makeup by Mario class together. Best day of my life, honestly.
It was.
So fun. And so this was like years ago. But yeah, this is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick.
In light, huh? I feel like I just
Amazing.
have to
Try
try
it.
it because
Seriously,
I
try
wanted
it.
to. Do you usually use your brush first like that?
Yep,
Just
I
like
go
that?
straight
Okay.
into it and then I'll press it in the back of my hand and then go in.
I have wanted to try it.
The way it shapes and bronzes and sculpts the skin, and it's so interesting because it looks good on camera, like on here and in real life, but I have taken pictures with this and it's like, that's when I was like, okay, that really does sculpt the face. The shade of it, it's perfect for me.
This is good, and
Yeah.
I really like the color of it.
That's what I love, because when you have more fair skin, and I'm heavy-handed with bronzers and contour.
Same.
Sometimes it's hard to find something that has the right tone and undertone for me that like actually looks both bronzed and sculpted, and
Yeah.
this does it for me. I mean, we wouldn't expect anything less from Mario himself.
You really wouldn't.
I have learned so much from that man, from those classes.
Did you see Michaela's TikToks?
Yes, and Chris Appleton did her hair. I was like, okay, that's on my bucket list.
I know.
And she looked amazing.
She did.
Ugh.
He was so good.
He just has like a magic touch, and he just knows how to like make people's faces look amazing for themselves. That's what I love, is it's like, it's Mario's makeup, but it makes the person look just like the most beautiful versions of themselves.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
not the
love.
makeup. He's making them look pretty.
Mhm. Love you, Mario. Did you try out his lipstick yet? The one I told-
No.
I'm wearing it today, so I'll show you. It's so good. I'm like, wait, are you still using it?
No,
Go for it, yeah. I'm gonna set my under eyes and my face with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Sugar Cookie. What you got?
Well, I am going to set my under eyes with the Airbrush Flawless Finish by Charlotte Tilbury.
Listen, I've never used it straight on concealer. I need to try that.
Okay.
Should I try that?
Yes.
Okay, I have it
Yes.
right here.
Because it is I've only used it twice now,
But it's so good.
but at the end of the night, the other night, I came home and I was shocked
Really?
at how good my under eye still looks.
See, I always use it as like more of a finishing powder at the end. I'm thrilled to try it as my setting powder because I know people do both.
Don't mind all the scratches. Lincoln decided to take the butt end of a brush and like
And scratch it! Oh my gosh,
He
that's so
did.
funny. If you guys aren't familiar with Bonnie's family yet, she has 4 kids. And how old is Olivia now?
12,
So that's her oldest, and then Lincoln is your youngest, and
he
he's...
is 6.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
I cannot believe it.
So it was Lincoln that dug into your powder.
Yes. And I do not use a lot. Like, I just very
kinda tap
light-handed. Yep. But I kind of want to use the setting powder that you are on the
Have you
outside
tried
of my
this
face.
one?
The only time I've used it is when I'm with you.
Yes.
So,
It's so good.
oh my gosh, it smells like perfume.
I know, and normally like I
I'd be
don't
scared
love
to
that.
put that on your face.
and it doesn't last. So I actually really enjoy the scent of it.
Oh my
I think it smells
word.
good.
It smells divine.
Yes.
That is good.
Okay, so I do things in a weird order at this point. I usually go into my powder bronzer and
That's
then
exactly
do my
what
under
I was
eyes.
gonna do. Oh, under eye? Under eye for what?
Like do the lower lash line, like finish
Oh,
up the mascara
yes.
and stuff after bronzer.
I have my powder bronzer brush ready to
We're
go.
literally the same person.
Yes. It's because I've learned from you.
Oh my gosh, I can't decide.
I don't have like an awesome powder bronzer. What one are you thinking?
I'm sorry, well, let me show you. Okay, so the Mario one, it pairs beautifully with the contour stick, so that's a
Sold.
great option. And then I've been loving this one. I got this during the sale. It's Dior. And the shade, it's perfect. It's the shade number 4. This is the tan bronze color.
Dang it,
So
which
either
one do I
one,
try? I gotta look at
honestly,
them.
they're probably pretty similar. Let's see what the colors are like. Well,
So the
let's
Dior
see.
is a little darker.
yeah. But it's not, it doesn't come off too strong. So don't be scared. You use one and I'll use the other.
Oh, I'm gonna do the Mario one just because. Well,
Well, meh.
okay, I'll try the Dior just because I'm here.
Basically, you need both at the end of the day. They're both so good, but
Oh,
both
I
are very
should
like
try.
both are very forgiving, which I love.
I should do it with a powder brush. I usually will go back in with a beauty blender.
That's great. I go in with that next. I do that after. So many steps. I actually think I learned this initially from you too.
Really?
Taking your sponge after powder and pressing it in, because I used to be like terrified of that.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure you did this. You've done this for years, right?
Forever. Yeah.
So you were the one that like I thought for sure it would take up my makeup if I did this, but it
Oh,
doesn't.
really?
Yeah, it doesn't. It just makes everything like look so much better.
Okay, scratch my answer from before the beauty blender. A beauty
You wish
sponge.
you would have created a beauty sponge.
Yes, because
honestly.
I cannot live without this.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, things are happening here. This is the step where I'm like, okay, things are happening.
I'm really enjoying the green on my eye versus when I did it the other day. It feels much more wearable.
But it's so beautiful. It makes your eye color pop too.
Yeah, I'm
Looks
loving this.
really nice. Great.
Fabulous tips
Okay,
from
I'm
Allie.
gonna do the lower lash line now.
Okay.
And with the lower lash line, I usually work backwards. So I know do you normally like, you keep things more light on the lower lash line typically?
Yeah.
Right? That's just like your preference. So you can alter this to however
Okay.
you want. I love a matching lower lash line. So I start backwards. So we did like the transition and then the dark colors and then the liner. I actually am gonna start with a liner
Okay.
and then blend it out with the deeper
Okay.
colors.
I'm gonna watch you.
Okay, so I only do like the outer third. Let me grab a brush before it's too late. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna, while it's still wet, I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. So I'm not gonna worry about bringing that in all the way. I just want most of the depth on the outer corner and see how it just like lifts. So same thing on this side. And this is where you can play around with like the waterline too. I love a good like nude waterline, or you could go deeper. I'm gonna keep it clean and just flip this over and use my nude pencil. So I'm gonna do that really quick.
I'm gonna do the same.
Amazing. All right, now I'm taking like a smaller brush and now we're going back into the Jaclyn palette. Let me lift this up. I'm gonna work backwards again. So now I'm gonna take the deepest matte shade. And this is where like I'm trying to be very careful. So I tap off the excess and I'll even like press some in the back of my hand just to really make sure it doesn't fall down. And so now I'm just gonna really take a defined brush and just tap this over, going over where I just applied that liner. And I'm gonna stop about halfway across the eye so that it doesn't close off that inner portion. And then really quick, I'm just gonna do the same thing with the shimmer green shade. I wiped off the same brush and I'm gonna take that really quick and run that on like the more inner portion of the eyelid, or the lower lash line I mean, right here. And I'm gonna kind of like cross over so it's like shimmery on top.
I just feel like when I do a bottom lash line, it never has like looked super great on me. So
Okay.
I'm going to start with the shimmer shade because that's the
Great.
one I want to show most.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that one first.
I'm gonna go back into that very first shade that we used on the top row, this one. And I'm taking a fluffy brush. So this is what I mean. I work backwards in this way. So I do the transition first on the top, But now I'm kind of doing the transition last because I can control how close it gets so I don't like smudge it out too much, the green.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of adding that to create that same color on
That's
the lower
good.
lash line. Here's a fun question. What is your current favorite makeup item? If you had to pick one.
I really love the eyebrow pencil I've been using.
What?
It's the It Cosmetics Micro Pencil.
Okay, I've tried the other one before. It's
The
more of
regular
like,
one?
yes, but I've never tried this.
I love the micro one because I feel like it draws the little hairs on really, really good.
And is this the universal color?
Yes.
It's so good.
yes.
It works on like everyone. It's crazy.
My mom has blonde hair and this looks good on her. I have dark brown hair. It looks good on me.
Yes. Oh
It's
my
really good.
gosh. Love that. I'm trying to think through what I'm loving right now. You know what? At this moment, if we're thinking like new things, I'm obsessing over the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette. I think that's where I'm like, yes.
Yes,
It's
you
just, I'm
asked
loving
me.
it right now.
You asked if I had used that recently.
Yeah.
And I haven't.
It's gorge. Sometimes I like to clean up the transition underneath the eyes with a little bit of powder.
That's what I was just doing too.
We're literally the same. I love it.
Do you do highlighter first and then blush?
Mm-hmm. Do you not?
No,
Yes.
I don't.
I love
okay.
it because it blends really well. But I also wanted to finish up the eyes with the highlight too. So we'll do the face and the eyes at the
Okay.
same time.
Okay. And we both are using our quad
Yes.
that we have
Our
in the giveaway.
quad.
And Allie introduced it to me, obviously.
So good. I
So
love
good.
it.
I always just do the two top colors
Me
and
too.
just like kind of swipe across.
Me too. And then sometimes if I'm doing something pink, I like to throw that one in. So I'll do like the 3 or I'll mix these. But yeah, today I'm just going to go
And I'm not
there.
gonna lie, I have used the brown one as bronzer, like when I'm like outside in the
brilliant.
sun. It's really pretty.
That
it's
sounds
really
amazing.
pretty.
Yeah. And all of them work great on the eyes too. Here we go. Oh, I mean, come on. It's amazing. And it looks good on everyone.
I like to put it between the bridge of my nose right here,
I love it.
and then on the tip, just like
so
there.
cute. See, you have a really good nose, I feel like, for highlighting the top of it. But I just go here because I don't feel like I want to draw too much attention to the end. I feel like mine is lengthy enough. So I just do
And
it
it's
here.
part of knowing your face.
Yeah.
Like try it, and you'll
Uh-huh.
see. Like if it looks cute, keep it. If it
Yeah.
doesn't, then don't.
Then don't do it.
And then I always just go back in with no extra product and just redo the sides
Ooh.
with bronzer. That's what I do.
Bronzer? Where did my bronzer brush go? Oh, I have a little one. All right, now since we already have the palette out, I'm gonna go ahead and pop some of this in the inner corner. I'm gonna mix both again, but I'm gonna kind of go a little more gold, I think, for this look.
Okay.
But a good mix, you know? And I'm gonna pop this on the inner corner, and then I am gonna kind of drag it into the green on the top lid,
Ooh.
you know?
Yes.
So we can finally connect the dots there.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You did good. Yes, that's such a great idea. Allie, that was
Yes.
the missing piece.
It was the missing piece, the inner corner?
Going up in onto the eyeshadow, it really does like blend so good. And using the
Yeah.
goldish
Mm-hmm.
highlight. Ooh, that was
It's
good.
festive.
Oh, that's good.
I'm so glad. I think we're both looking so festive right now
That's all I wanted.
on a Monday afternoon. We have nowhere to go.
The grocery store.
That's right. Nice. And then I'm just going to pop on my lower lash mascara. Do you wear lower lash mascara?
Very little. Like
Okay.
I will use very little.
But I feel like that makes sense though, because if you do a little bit on the lower lash line and you've got shadow on the top, like a little mascara on the bottom makes sense. But if you have something going on, I feel like it needs mascara, in my
Yes.
opinion. Oh, we're coming together.
I love this so
I
much.
do too. Okay, so next is blush, and I'm looking for the one.
Do you want to try
Ooh.
the Charlotte Tilbury? It's the Pillow Talk, but it's the
Ooh.
intense version, so
Sure,
it's a little
let's do
darker.
it.
Do you feel like that would go with what
Yeah,
we've got
I
going
definitely
on?
do.
Okay.
I think that'd be beautiful with this eye. I'm ready.
I feel like I'm really bringing something to the table here.
You are. I've got my brush ready. Okay, you go first so I can
Okay.
see how you do it.
Well, I usually pick up too much because I want to get the like shimmer
This
from the
is
center.
gorgeous. Look at this
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
So I have the Pillow Talk one. It's not on my desk anymore. I used it the other day. And this is like, it's more brown, which I really like.
Yeah, it just shows up a lot better for me. Like the Pillow Talk, the original one, feels a little too light for
Really?
me.
We both love blush. So, go on. Let me see. Okay, ready? Okay. Ooh, this color looks so good with the green.
Yes.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really good. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I love this blush.
It's so pretty.
I think I like your idea of doing your highlighter first.
It's so nice because then you can blend into the highlight and it almost like, I don't know, I love it. I love how it just makes everything mesh together so there's not like highlight, blush, bronzer. It's more all together.
Yeah, I think I like that.
I always go in with my powder brush again
Oh, definitely.
because I'm so heavy-handed with a blush, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I just rely on this to calm things down.
But in my defense, I feel like blush is the first thing to like fade.
It is.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm heavy-handed, but it looks better in 10 hours.
Yeah.
You know? And I go back in with my sponge too on top of that highlight. Ooh. Oh, you're already doing the sponge.
Well, see, I don't really use. Sorry.
That's okay.
I don't usually use a powder brush to go in and diffuse things, but maybe
always
I'm
use your
missing that
sponge?
step. Yeah.
No, it might be very extra of me. You might be just fine. Sorry, everyone.
That scared me.
Wait, didn't you see him at the door?
No, I just saw Joel. Our men have invaded.
That's right. All right, we're doing lips next.
Now, the other day when I did a green eye and made it not this wonderful, I did Pillow Talk on my lips.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see what you're going to do.
Well, I'm just going to use my go-to combo right now,
Okay.
which is Charlotte Tilbury's Iconic Nude Lip Liner and Mario's Erin Lipstick. It works with everything. So here we go. Lip liner. Have you ever tried Iconic Nude?
No.
You're
Okay,
leaving
and
me
for-
with a long list of things
I
you
know!
must get. And I'm going to get, yeah, I have so many things too from you I need to try. Yeah, we're coming together here.
Oh my gosh,
You
that's
need this.
so good.
It's the best lip liner.
Wow. I do my lipstick first and then liner.
See, I love that we're different but the same. So you're wearing which one? Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk?
Yes.
The one that we both were coveting on
Yeah.
each other's lips,
Yeah.
but it was the same?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the Makeup by Mario Erin. And this color, it's like, it's divine. Like, it's
Whoa.
just,
That's really, really
it's
great.
almost mauve-y, a mauve-y taupe. But that's what I'm into. And then I just blend it with my fingers.
Wow, you guys.
Oh, yeah. I feel like both lips work so well.
Yeah, I
like
like what
yours
we
like
did.
really makes the cheek color pop.
Mm-hmm.
And then mine almost brings out the brown in it.
Yeah. Which one do I like better?
I don't know. They're both great.
They're both so good.
Love that for us.
Your skin.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. My 6-year-old also got into my eyebrow gel. What was he thinking?
Oh, there's
like
Huge
it looks like
finger dents. Wait,
Lincoln.
okay, I have not tried this. Do you like this?
yes.
Okay,
And the
I'm
thing
adding it
is,
to my
I
list.
didn't want to like it because you have to like have a utensil to
Yeah.
apply it with. You could just use whatever you've got, but I buy these separately off
So
Amazon.
that's the Anastasia Brow Freeze.
Yes, it's
I've
just
heard good
super
things.
good. It's super good.
Wait, wait, do you use setting spray before or after?
I do my brows first. Do you do your setting
I do
spray?
I do my setting spray and then brows. But that's how we're different. Are you using this by chance?
I mean, what's right here?
Cheers. Somebody asked, would you let Bonnie do your makeup? Absolutely. She's the only person I would probably ever let do my makeup because I trust you. Wait, is that our next video idea?
No, I would be so scared. I would be so scared.
Wait, I think we should maybe sometime,
It
guys,
would
comment
not
down
be
below.
as good.
Comment down below if you want to see us do each other's makeup because
I would love for you to do mine.
I would
I'm
love for you to
dying
do
for you
mine.
to do mine. Mm.
what? You could totally do it.
I'll do it for the. I was gonna say for the gram. I'll do it for the tubes.
The tube. Are we ready? Are we ready to
We're
lock
ready.
this in place?
Yep.
All right, guys, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all day, stay all night. That's exactly what it does.
That's exactly what it is. Perfect
Here
description.
we go. We're not shy.
Oh gosh, no.
No, drench the face. I actually love how this smells too. Oh, look at you. I should have brought my fan over. I think I have my one fan.
Ellie gave it to me.
We're so extra. And then, as always, I go back in with my sponge.
Yes, but I really like to just close my eyes and enjoy the fan.
I'm enjoying the aftermath. Oh, you were just finished. Wait, go back. It was so nice.
But I am so careful when I do that after the setting, because I'm like, if
Yes.
you take up my makeup,
I know. After us sitting here for 3 hours. This is where I like to go back in with the Charlotte Tilbury or my Rimmel Stay Matte. And I just smooth out, the T-zone right here.
that's probably why yours is so flawless.
No, listen, I
But I
love how that
can't-
looks underneath the eyes.
Yes.
By itself. I've never done that before, like
Yeah.
setting it with it.
See, I know
Amazing.
my limits. I want that like baby doll look, and it would look good on camera if I did that.
Uh-huh.
For me personally, I have very difficult skin. If I were to do that, it wouldn't look good up close. So I'm going to refrain, even though I want to.
I feel like that's where we're different. Like you have more dry skin, so I feel like that dewiness works all day for you. My skin gets more oily, so I feel like I have to powder it in the beginning so that by the end of the day, it looks like that and not over the top,
Yes, I do.
Yes. Now I'm going to set my brows, and then are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
I'm going to fluff my hair
Yes.
because these clips.
Seriously, your hair looks amazing. Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
I can't believe that that's your natural curls because when I first met you, you didn't wear your hair naturally curly.
No,
Right?
I always straightened it, but I am, like I
Gosh.
said, I'm on a journey.
Yes.
And
Well, I'm invested in your journey because it looks good.
thank you. All right, I really do have to like fluff it.
Okay. Oh, she's going off camera for this, folks. Behind the scenes, the fluff. Wow. I'll describe it to you. She's got her hair upside down, and she's just fluffing.
I'll show
Here,
ya.
oh, she'll show us.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
You flip it like this.
Okay.
You give it a good old little shaky on the sides, but
Wow.
don't forget the bangs. Probably got product flying. And then you do this. Okay, hold on. Whoa. There's a
Oh.
reveal here.
Okay, wait. I gotta get out of the frame for this.
But then you just kind of like let it be.
Wait a
and you just kind of
minute.
push away the real lioness ones. And then it's like, oh, hi.
Well, I'm just gonna stay out of the frame for the rest of the video. Oh my gosh!
Not me hiding behind my curls.
You're beautiful. I love it. Oh, your hair is amazing.
Okay.
Guys, I think we're done. So that completes our green smoky eye look. I hope you enjoyed watching us get ready together. We sure did enjoy sitting down and getting ready. It's been way too long since we've gotten ready together, so this was a real treat for me. If you guys want to check out our giveaway, which again, we're obsessed with, like I wish I could enter my own giveaway. That's how much I love these products.
It's true.
I will have all the rules and everything in the links in the description box down below. Don't forget to follow Bonnie on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to her YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just love having you on my channel. Let's make it a more regular thing, please.
Thank you so much for having me on your
course.
channel. I am a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of this giveaway situation. It's going to
Me
be wonderful.
Too. It really is. So yes, don't forget to enter our giveaway and please tell Bonnie to come back on my channel. Convince her for me so that we can film as soon as possible again.
Deal.
All right.
If you want to see some behind the footage, we vlogged it all.
Yes.
So it'll be over on my channel in that video, in that vlog, same day, today.
Yes, which I think is so fun because I never really like vlog or show anything behind the scenes. It's always just here in my studio. So if you guys want a little behind the scenes things, the link to her video will be in the description box down below. All right, you guys, that's it for us today. Do you remember how to sign off?
I'll follow your lead. Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm a little nervous. Last time I was overzealous.
Okay. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, you guys. I post on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye! You did it!
Yes! And I had to like calm down. I want to be like, "Whoa!"
That would have been better.